Good morning, all. Today we are going to discuss about half adder and full adder. In the previous classes, we have discussed about logic gate circuits. Logic gate circuits are divided into two categories. One is combinational logic and the other is sequential logic. And we know that the combinational logic output depends on the input levels only, but in sequential logic the output depends on the previous output and the present input. The combination logic circuit is used to realize different logic functions using different basic logic gates. And here some examples. Adder is an example for combinational logic circuit. A minimal adder that is capable of adding 2 bits, that is known as half adder. Using half adder, we can add two binary bits. It gives a sum and a carry. In the higher level, that is, if we have to add more bits, we use another type of adder, that is full adder. Full adder is a combination logic circuit. It is used to add 3 or more bits. Using that, we can add more than 3 bit. Now we going to discuss the half adder and the full adder in details. Okay, half adder has an arithmetic circuit that can be used to add 2 bits. We know that in binary, for a digit we call that bit. In binary, there are 2 bits, only 2 different symbols, that is 1 and 0. Okay, here consider when we adding the binary numbers. In the chapter number system, we have studied about how to add binary numbers. Here we going to add some binary numbers. Let it be, here we taking A and B as two variables and we have to add these two. We know that A is a binary number and B also a binary number. Then A can have two values 0 and 1. Also B can have two values 0 and 1. Then we adding the values 0 with 0. Then we write 0, we adding two values, that is we know that when we add 0, when we add 0 with 0, what is the result? A half adder is an arithmetic circuit that can be used to add two bits. Let it be A and B are, let A and B are 2 bits. We know that A can have values 0 and 1. Similarly, B can have values 0 and 1. Okay, then if we add these values, there may be 4 combinations. First we have to add 0 with 0 and the second one 0 plus 1 and the third one 1 plus 0 and the fourth one 1 plus 1. And we know that when we adding, we get, when we adding 0 with 0, it is not an OR operation. It is addition of two binary bits. Then when we adding 0 with 0, we get the sum as 0. I denote sum as 0, and we know that there is no carry or carry is 0. And in the case of when we adding, it is 0 and 1. We add 0 with 1. What will be the result? We get the sum as 1, the carry is 0, and this simply binary addition. Okay, then look at here, when we adding 1 with 0, the result is sum is 1 and carry is 0. And the last one, Last one is we adding 1 with 1. What is the result? When we adding 1 with 1, the sum must be equal to 0 and the carry must be equal to 1. Okay, then look here, 0 added with 0 gives a sum of 0 and a carry 0, and 0 is added with 1, sum is 1 and carry is 0, and the next 1 is added with 0, sum is 1 and carry is 0. Then lastly, when we adding 1 with 1, the sum is 0 and the carry is 1. Okay, now we represent this as in a table format, that is can be this one. Okay, here we represents 0 added with 0, sum is 0 and carry 0. 0 added with 1, sum is 1, carry 0, and 1 is added with 0, sum is 1 and carry is 0, and the last one, when 1 is added with 1, the sum is 0 and carry is 1. Then using an half adder, we use half adder used to carry to add 2 bits. When we adding 2 bits, it producing a sum output, a carry output. Then for an half adder is such a circuit that have 2 inputs to add 2 bits, and it must produce a sum output and a carry output. Okay, the figure shows this one. It represents a circuit diagram for half adder. It is a circuit diagram, and the last is the it is the block diagram. Okay, and we now go to how we write this one. Then look at here. If using a Karnaugh map simplification, we can express these quantities. We know that here v sum is written as, here look at this sum. What is it? The sum is 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0. Okay, it corresponding for an XOR gate. Is it? Okay, and look at this one. When AB asks the input and C asks the output, this output corresponding for an AND gate. We can also obtain it from a K-map. Okay, here when we drawing a K-map of 2 variable, let's okay, we write A here and B here, and we know that B has two values 0 and 1, and A has two values 0 and 1. And first we write for the sum S, and look at here, what will be the result? 4 0 0 S is 0, 4 0 0 S is, and here it is 0, here it is 0, and for A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, it is, what is the result? It is 1. And for A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, it is also 1. And for A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1, it is 0. Okay, we can't pair it. Okay, then we consider it as a single one. Okay, and similarly we consider this also a single one. Okay, here we take two ones. Then how can we express the output? Here we write it as, then we can write the value for S. How can we write? S must be equal to the first one corresponding for this one. This is for A bar, it is for A bar B, and this is for AB bar. Okay, then I write S is equal to what? It is equal to AB bar plus AB bar plus A bar B. Okay, S is equal to AB bar. It is, we written here, sum S is equal to AB bar plus A bar B. And similarly we can write for the carry also. The K map for carry must be, look at the carry, 400 400 carry is equal to 0, 401 carry is equal to 0, and 410 carry is equal to 0, and 411 carry is equal to 1. Only a single one is here. Then what will be the result? Here we write for what? It is for, the output is for carry C. Okay, then we can write a C here. Then we write the output for C is equal to, this one represents what is A is 1, and here B is 1, that is equal to, it is AB. Okay, then it is written here, carry C is equal to A and B. Okay, then we can say it as, it must be the truth table. It is the truth table of the half adder circuit. And when looking at the value of S, it is represented as a XOR gate. For XOR gate, for high output, the input must be different. And for AND gate, in the case of AND gate, for getting high output, the input must be is equal to 1. Two inputs must be equal to 1. Okay, so to represent this sum, or to construct this sum, we use an XOR gate, and for the carry we use an AND gate. Okay, here we represent the half adder using an XOR gate and an AND gate. Okay, it was the simplest method to design the logic circuit. It uses an XOR gate and a AND gate. But we know that the implementation, for the implementation of the half adder, we have to use two different IC packages. First for XOR gate and the second for AND gate. Okay, when we using universal gates, it may be NAND gate or NAND gate or NOR gate, we can obtain any gate, that is we can obtain XOR, AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, something. Everything can be implemented using universal gate. Okay, then we can also use NAND gate or NOR gate to implement half adder. The following diagram shows the implementation of half adder using NAND gate. I given this circuit here because in the practical sessions of electronics, we have to perform two experiments of half adder and full adder using NAND gate. So practically it is very important. This circuit, okay, it is the implementation of half adder with NAND gate. Okay, here we obtain sum from here and carry from here. Okay, look at here. Here the input A and B given for input of the NAND gate, it gives the output AB or bar that AB all bar is given into this inverter. Then AB all bar that gives AB here. What will be here? It must be equal to, and here it is negated, and when we going to this one, it is once more negated. Then here must the output must be C must be equal to, C must be equal to what? It must be equal to AB all bar all bar. Then it is AB double bar must be equal to AB. Okay, then we get here output as AB, and in the upper side here one of the input of the upper NAND gate is A, and the second is AB bar, and for the lower NAND gate one of the output is AB bar and the second is B, and here there is two inputs as this one. Okay, then we can simplify these quantities to A bar B plus A bar B plus AB bar. Okay, using De Morgan's theorem we can simplify it. Okay, then write it as an assignment. One of the assignment question, that is prove that the output of this NAND gate is S, output of this NAND gate is equal to, we have to prove that output of the NAND gate prove that S is equal to AB bar or A bar B. AB bar plus A bar B. Okay. One limitation of half adder is that it can add only 2 bits. Using an half adder we can add 2 bits only. If we have to add more bits, we can't use half adder. For that purpose we use a full adder. A full adder circuit, an arithmetic circuit block that can be used to add 3 bits that produces a sum and a carry. So the full adder overcome the limitations of the half adder, which can used to add only 2 bits. So full adder can be used to add a large number of bits. That is, it can be used to add more than 3 bits also. Okay, and we can say that we are familiar with the addition of 2 binary bits, and we have discussed in the case of half adder. When if there is 3 bits, then we can say that there is 3 inputs, that is A, B and C. Okay, and there is output is a sum and a carry. Then if there is we uses 2C's, it must be very confusing, or we write it is C in and it is C out. C out means it is the carry and C in is the third variable. And in the case of an half adder, we use this one. It is the truth table for an half adder. We know that it is the truth table for an half adder. When we, in the case of adding 3 bits for the variable A, it can have 2 values 0 and 1. Similarly, B can also have 2 values, and in the similar way C in can also have 2 values. Then the combinations must be equal to what? First 0 0, here if there is a C in, here it must be equal to A0 here, and in the next combination A must be equal to 0, B must be equal to 0 and C in must be equal to 1. Okay, then 0 1 0 0 1 1. In this way we can, there must be how many combinations? There must be 8 combinations. Okay, then that 8 combinations must be of this one, that is 4 0 0 0. It is the first one. 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. And when we adding 3 bits, how it can be done? Okay, we can say that using an half adder, we can using an half adder, we can add 2 bits. If there is 2 bits A and B, we will get a sum and a carry using a half adder. Okay, then for this addition, when we are adding A and B, we will get a sum and a carry. Okay, let it be, when we if only AB, we will get a sum and a carry. Okay, and now we have another input, that is C. Okay, to add the third bit, what we have to do? We have to do the sum of, to add S1 with C. Is it? Okay, and when we adding S1 with C in, what will be the result? It gives an output. It is S2 AC2. Okay, and the total sum must be equal to S2, but the total carry must be equal to the sum of C1 plus C2. Okay, then it is the last sum, it is the last carry. Okay, we can discuss it in detail a little bit later. We see that a full adder takes 3 bits. The two inputs A and B are the 2 bits to be added, while the third input is the carry from the previous lower significant position. Okay, then we can construct a full adder from 2 half adder. If we use to add A and B, A half adder used to add A and B, and the output of first half adder is given to the second half adder, and the third bit, that is carry in, the lower significant bit, is also given to the half adder. Then we will get the sum, and the carry is the sum of, carry is the sum of 2 carries from the 2 adders. Look at here, it is the, it is one half adder and it is another half adder, and an extra OR gate is used. Okay, then if we using 2 half adder with an OR gate, we can construct a full adder. Okay, we can construct full adder in another way also. To demonstrate that one, first we go to the addition of that bits or the truth table of the full adder. Okay, it is the truth table for the full adder. That is when we constructing a Karnaugh map from this truth table for yes, we can construct this way. Here I write only C here, but it represents C in. Okay, it is for yes, it is for the output sum. Here we represent the sum, and look at here. There is in here there is one here. Okay, this one is for a equal to 0, b equal to 0, and c in is equal to 1. Okay, I marked this here, one here, and the second one, it is for 0 1 0, and the third one is here. Third one is, it is here, that is for 1 1 0 0, and the last one is for 1 1 1. Okay, and when we marking the ones here, there is no pair, only singles ones. Okay, here a single one, and here also a single one, here also a single one, here a single one. There is no pair. Okay, then there must be how many terms, how many product terms? Okay, there must be 4 product term, that is corresponding to 1 2 4 7. Then what will be the expression for y? What will be the expression for y? How can we write it as? We can write y is equal to y is equal to a bar, b bar, c, or a bar, b, c bar, or a b bar, c bar, or last one is a b c. Okay, then the output is a bar, b bar, c, or a bar, b, c bar, or a b bar, c bar, or abc. This corresponding to what? This corresponding to, it corresponding to a XOR b XOR, it must be equal to a XOR can be simply represented as, I write here, it represents as A XOR B XOR C. Okay, and in the right side we represent the Karnaugh map for Cout, carry. And when looking at the Karnaugh map, we know that here the first one is for 0 1 1, 0 1 1, okay, and the second one is for 1 0 1, 1 0 1, okay, and the third one is for 1 1 0, and the fourth one is for 1 1 1, okay. Then there are 4 ones, but we can pair some of them. Okay, how can we pair it? First pair is this one, and the second is one upward, and the third is this one. Okay, then it is a 3 variable map. What is the some terms? It is for 3 5 6 7, 3 5 6 7, but there is 3 pairs formed. So how many term in the Y? What will be the result? Okay, let's look here. It is for A B, A is high and B is high, and C is changing. Then this pair C is eliminated. Okay, and in this pair, which is eliminated, in this pair A is eliminated, and in this pair B is eliminated. Then there are 3 products in each one variable is removed. Okay, then the result must be equal to first one. Look at here. First one is, how can we write the result? Okay, first quantity, that is our C out is equal to first AB plus the second is second one, this one, that is this one. Okay, in that way A is cancelled, then it is BC, and the third pair third pair third pair is here, the lower one, that is B is removed, then it is the product AC. Okay, then we will get, what is the results? Sum is expressed as A XOR B XOR C, and The carry out is represented by AB or BC or AC. Okay, then we can represent or we can design a full ladder in a different way. Okay, that is, we can implement the sum using an XOR gate which has 3 input. Okay, and using 3 AND gate and a OR gate, we can represent the carry. Here, look at this one. Here the carry. Here in the first gate, first AND gate BC, the second AND gate AC, the third AND gate AB, and the 3 products BC or AC or AB is summed with this one, summed with this one. Okay, and here the 3 input XOR gives S is equal to A XOR B XOR C. Okay, and the lower part we express the block diagram. It is the block diagram of the full adder. In the block diagram there is 3 input A, B, C in, and 2 output sum and a carry out. Okay, and when we looking at the truth table, we can obtain that a sum is high when we looking at the sums. What is observed when there is odd number of ones? Here it is high, only one. Okay, only C in is high, and here it is high, only B is high. Look at here. Here B and C is high, but the sum is low. And here A is high, the sum is high. And here in the 2 case, the sum is 0. And in the last case means when A, B and C is high, it is high, sum is high. Then when there is odd number of ones are high, the sum must be equal to 1. And in the case of C out, C out is high when 4 cases. First one is B and C is high. It is high, and when A and B is high, it is high. When A and C is high, it is high, and when all of them are high, it is high. Okay, then to obtain a carry high, when 2 or more input are high, when 2 or more input are high, and when an odd number of inputs are high, the sum is high. Okay, then a full adder gives a sum high for odd number of high inputs, and a carry out must be high when two or more inputs are high. Okay, this is shown in the truth table. Okay, then the truth table is verified. Then we can observe the outputs of half adder and full adder using the simulations. Okay, this is the implementation of half adder using XOR gate and AND gate. Okay, we know that the truth table as shown here. Then let me check the input and output. Here first we given the two inputs as 0. For the input 0 0, the output yes sum must be equal to 0 and the carry must be equal to 0. Then the LEDs S and C is not glowing. Okay, and we checking the next one. Then here A is 0 and B is high. Then we changing B as 1. Then the S is 1, S is 1 and C is 0. Then it is verified. Then we checking the next one. A is 1 and B is 0. A is 1 and B is 0. In that case also S is high and C is 0. S is high and C is 0. Then it is also verified. Sum is high and carry is 0. Then in the last case, both input are high. A and B are high. Then look at here, the sum is 0. Sum is 0 and carry is high. Carry is high. Then the truth table of the half adder is verified. Then we can implement the half adder using AND gate also. Okay, in the figure we implemented the half adder using NAND gates only. We know that when the both inputs are low, the output S and C are low, and when A is 0 and B is 1, the sum is goes high. It is the second case. Okay, and when A is high and B is low, S is high and C is low. And when both inputs are high, S becomes low and the carry C become high. Then it is the final case. Then using NAND gate also we have verified the truth table. The figure shows a full ladder circuit that uses two half adders and a OR gate. The output is labeled S as the sum and the last carry as C out. The input are A, B and C. And when we adding 0, 0, 0, we know that when we adding 0, 0, 0, the sum and carry are sum and carry both are low. Okay, then the next one, that is when A, B are low and it is high, then sum is high, carry out is 0, and it is the second one. And the third case 0, 1, 0, in that case also sum is high and carry is 0. Then the fourth case 0, 1, 1, what will be the result? The carry out must be equal to high and sum is 0. And the next one, it is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, sum is high and carry is 0. Next is 1, 0, 1, C out is high, sum is 0. Next is 1, 1, 0, here also C out is high and sum is 0. Then the last one 1, 1, 1, in that case the both outputs are high, sum and carry are high, sum and carry are high. We can also construct a full ladder using only NAND gate. It is the implementation of full ladder using NAND gates only. The inputs are labeled as A, B, C in, and the output S and C out. For the first case of input, that is A, B and C in are low, then the output S and C out are low. And the next case 0 0 1 S is high. The next case is 0 1 0. Okay, 0 1 0. In that case also S is high, carry is low. And the next case is 0 1 1. 0 1 1. The carry is high, C out is high, and S is 0. Okay. The next case is 1 0 0. 1 0 0. Sum is high and carry is 0. Next case 1 0 1. In that case, carry is high and sum is 0. The next case is 1 1 0. Carry is high, sum is 0. The last case, all inputs are high. That is A, B and C are high. Then in that case, both output are high. That is carry is high and sum is high. In the practical sessions, we have to do this experiment also. That is, we have to perform the full ladder using NAND gate. Okay, now we conclude today's session.